Hi, I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week. And there is only one subject for this week's show, and that is Hurricane Ida. The Category 4 storm made landfall at Port Fourchon on Sunday, August 29th, exactly 16 years after Hurricane Katrina hit the state. Ida is tied as the strongest storm to ever come ashore in Louisiana, with maximum sustained winds of 150 miles an hour. The same wind speed as last year's Hurricane Laura, which made landfall in Cameron Parish, and the last island hurricane, which made landfall in 1856. Hurricane Ida brought with its winds nearly 2 feet of rain east of its eye wall and a storm surge of more than 9 feet. The massive power outages and damage to infrastructure has halted barge traffic and brought agricultural trade to a standstill along the Mississippi River. We'll learn more about that later in the show, but first we take you to Lafourche Parish, home to more than 25,000 acres of sugarcane and one of the parish's hardest hit by Hurricane Ida. Andre Danos looks at what's left of the sheds behind his house in Raceland. He and his family rode out Hurricane Ida in this home right on Louisiana Highway 1.
It was intense.
Ida's winds were intense enough to lift this trailer filled with more than 100 bales of hay and move it 5 feet. Danos says for 6 straight hours, they were in the eye wall with Ida's strongest winds.
We never got into the eye. We never got a break. The wind changed from an east wind to a west wind instantly. It never let up, and that was probably 4 hours of just pounding.
Danos says the wind stripped all of the shingles from his home. During the storm, he watched the roof of his neighbor's house peel away and slam into his home. That's when he questioned his decision.
It was a little bit of second guessing staying, but we were so busy on trying to move things and save valuables, save stuff that comes from my mama, save stuff that we've just been in my family for years, that you had to put the kids in a safe spot, and my wife and I just ran around the house and try to move stuff here and try to move stuff there, and just when you thought you had it caught up, you'd catch it in one room and it would go to the next room. And one of them things, you just do what you can, because, you got to ride it out. It's too late to leave, so you just ride it out and do the best you can with what you got.
Over in St. James Parish, Vacherie sugarcane farmer Greg Gravois also stayed home for Hurricane Ida.
From about 6 p.m. Sunday evening till about 10:30 p.m. Sunday night, we got hit hard and fast.
The wind snapped the power pole in front of Gravois' house, broke trees, and put leaks in the roof. Little did Gravois know, help was already on the way.
The first message I saw was from Mike Malonceau, a friend of mine from St. Martin Parish, which is far from St. James. Other than Farm Bureau, I probably wouldn't know him as well as I do. And the message simply said, "See you tomorrow morning."
We can't plant any sugarcane. We're still wet. Thankfully, the storm dodged our area, and we're ready to do cleanup, and we came help this area for a day or two, just to kind of share the neighborly goodwill of the farming community, not so much only Farm Bureau.
That brings tears to my eyes, Avery. That just lets me know that people have my back, and when you're down, it's a good feeling. A lot of these tops right here got shredded. The leaves got shredded.
Lance Godet has a good feeling his sugarcane crop will recover from the damage caused by Ida. He farms in Napoleonville and says the warm, sunny days ahead should get this cane standing back up in time for harvest.
From our first assessment, it's down and the leaves are shredded, but it seems like it's going to be okay. I'm not seeing any broken tops. I think you get enough sunshine, it's going to start wanting to pick itself back up. It'll still be crooked, and it's not going to be fully erect. But I think that it's going to, it has time for it to pick itself up for harvest.
And back in Raceland, a rainbow shines over the mill that's been here since 1892. Sure, the warehouses are missing some tin and the sign's a little off-kilter, but there's a spirit here that's as sure as the sunset.
We do what we always do. We rebuild.
In that video and on the ground, it's easy to see the sugarcane affected by Ida's gusting winds. However, we will not know the full extent of damage until after January, when grinding season comes to an end.